This is the 2016 Yo-Yo Buyer's Guide for yoyotricks.com, and in this video, as always, we want to recommend to you the best yo-yo that we can make available right now. Now, I already told you before that we were going to do separate lists for 1A, and then we were going to do another list for 2A through 5A, but after we kind of went through a new process for making this video, we decided to just combine both videos into one, and I think that you'll understand why. What we did for this video is all of us decided to kind of go off on our own and try every yo-yo in the market that we could get our hands on, and each of us made a list of our favorite yo-yo and then kind of runners-up for each style for 1A, 2A, and so on. And then we also got some outside yo-yo consultants to do the same thing, and then we got all the lists together to kind of compare notes so that we could give our recommendations. And when we did that, it was actually pretty exciting at first, because when we looked at the top recommended yo-yo for 1A, all of us had the same yo-yo listed, and so we really feel like, yeah, this is the yo-yo that you want to get. Amazingly, we had the same yo-yo listed in 2A, in 3A, and in every style. What really caught us by surprise, though, is that when we looked at how many yo-yos we were going to recommend, it all came down to just one yo-yo total. And that was the Yo-Yo Factory Flight. For 1A, the benefits of the Flight are obvious. It's extra wide, so all of your hops and really extreme combos are much easier to hit. Its weight allows it to sleep an extra long time. And the shape of it makes it really good for regens, and pretty much anything you want to throw at it, the control that you get out of the Flight is just superb. Now, what you might not expect is that it really shines in 2A. The power of the loops that you can get out of the Flight are just unmatched, and that extra long sleep time translates into some pretty unbelievable wrap combos when you put two Flights together. Now, when it comes to 3A, again, you've got that stability, you've got that perfection of movement of the two yo-yos going together, and on every single level, everything you would want out of a 3A yo-yo, the Flight, it just has it. And you know, when it comes to 5A, the weight is just perfectly matched. It almost doesn't even matter what kind of counterweight you put with this thing. It is just incredible, and when you're doing your rebounds and all of your different bee sting combos, the Flight is just a master yo-yo. And I mean, it doesn't matter what kind of yo-yoing you're doing, the Flight can handle it, and it can really make you shine. And that's what you want out of a yo-yo. Now, I already know what you're thinking. How could we possibly recommend the Flight for all of these styles when we could be recommending the Mighty Flea? Now, here's the thing a lot of people don't recognize about the Mighty Flea. Of course, it's excellent for all the different styles, but the true power of the Mighty Flea is found when you pair it with the Flight. Now, we already showed you how great the Flight is for 2A, but when you couple the Flight with the Mighty Flea, just that extra powerful spin that you can get, it makes your wrap combos absolutely unbelievable. When you're getting into 3A, the conventional wisdom says you should use two identical yo-yos, but the Mighty Flea and the Flight, they're complementary. The Flight brings the flash, while the Mighty Flea brings the tech. And you have never played with a longer spinning counterweight than the Mighty Flea. When you pair this for 5A with just about any yo-yo, but especially the Flight, there are just things that happen that don't happen in any other setup. Now, it's inevitable when you're playing with the Flight and the Mighty Flea that the two of them will collide. And so you may be wondering, is the super durable polycarbonate body of the Flight able to withstand the stainless steel power of the Mighty Flea? So we decided we wanted to test this out. And so we got suited up in our hazmat suits and went to our lab, and we brought our baseball bats and crowbars and gave the Flight everything that we had. And ultimately, it did succumb to our fury, but after a significant amount of punishment. And so we feel like within the normal parameters of everyday play, it's going to hold up just fine. So we're sure that by now you're convinced and you're just wondering what's the best way to get these yo-yos. So we have put together the Mighty Flight Power Pack, and that includes two Flight yo-yos, Mighty Flea, strings, weight rings, and of course thin lube. And you can get all of that in one pack, and we also have an optional add-on if you want to add a titanium dream to the order, of course. And we're sure that you will find that these yo-yos for all these different styles are just as ridiculously good as we have. So we hope that you enjoyed all of these tricks, and we'll see you next time.